This is a stimulus check update and daily news report. Got a lot of important updates to give you in this video. I'll share with you a list of 27 different cities that are giving out universal basic income and guaranteed income programs paying up to $500 per month. Stay tuned to see if your city is on the list. I'll give you the latest stimulus check articles like this. Surprise holiday stimulus payment of $6,300 being sent out in city on December 15th. Do you qualify? Also, Janet Yellen is saying that the latest CBO score analysis by the Republicans should be ignored, not to look at them. I'll give you an update from a Democrat giving an update on the Build Back Better bill, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below. So my heart and prayers go out to this horrible event that happened. So quad state tornado crossed 4 states in 4 hours, a rare December tornado. It was tracked over 200 miles from Arkansas to Kentucky, Illinois. I mean, it's really horrible. People's lives ruined, houses destroyed, many lives lost. So my heart and prayers goes out to all the people who suffered from this tragic event. Moving on, let's talk about stimulus. So stimulus checks were wildly popular with Americans, but Biden's expanded child tax credit payments just aren't. So I think a lot of you could relate to this. I see it in the comments a lot. So stimulus checks were wildly popular, but the monthly child tax credit hasn't been so far. Part of the reason is that not everyone is getting money since only parents qualify. Polling shows older people who don't directly benefit especially dislike it. So I'm sure you could relate. If you are not benefiting from the child tax credit, you're probably not a fan of it. Let me know down in the comments below, do you think the child tax credit should be expanded to adults? Let's say people on disability, survivors, veterans. Should that $300 per month be expanded to everyone in those categories as well? And therefore it's just an adult tax credit as well as a child tax credit? Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments below. So let's go over other stimulus check news. So surprise holiday stimulus payment of $6,300 being sent out in a city on December 15th. Do you qualify? So this is going out to some students in Atlanta. They're getting a $6,300 grant at the Morehouse School of Medicine. Very specific, and I feel like they really shouldn't have these type of headlines because it's kind of misleading. It's a grant at a specific medical school. So I think they should probably not make it so sensationalized like this. Also, let's go over the 27 basic and guaranteed income programs where cities and states give direct payments to residents, no strings attached. So I'm going to go through this as fast as I can to save you some time. I'll just run through the cities. So we have Compton, California, giving out $1,800 every 3 months for 2 years to 800 participants. Stockton, California, which I think was one of the first, $500 every month for 2 years, 125 participants. Then we have Alaska. They have a permanent fund. This is not really stimulus or basic income related, but could be roughly $2,000 per person in 2015 and then $800 in years with lower gas prices. So that's like every year they do that for people in Alaska just to help out. Then we have the Cherokee Indians getting $4,000 to $6,000 per year. Oakland, California is $500 per month for 18 months, 600 participants there. Richmond, Virginia, $500 per month for 1 year. That started October 20th. Columbia, South Carolina, it's close to where I live, $500 per month for 1 year. That's going to start in early 2021 for 100 fathers. We have Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That is $500 for 2 years, 200 participants there. Alexandria, Virginia, $500 every month for 24 months. That, I guess, just started December of 2021. That's going to be for 2 months. Hudson, New York is $500 for 5 years, $500 per month for 5 years. It's pretty good. It's a lot right there. Then we have Paterson, New Jersey, $400 per month for 1 year, 110 participants. Then we have Newark, New Jersey, that's going to be bi-weekly payments of $250 and semi-annual payments of $3,000 over a 2-year period for 400 participants. Jackson, Mississippi is $1,000 per month for 1 year, 110 low-income African-American mothers. St. Paul, Minnesota, $500 per month for 18 months for 150 participants. Lynn, Massachusetts, $400 per month to new moms for a child's first 3 years. That's for yeah. Okay. Cambridge, Massachusetts, $500 per month for 18 months for 120 participants. That started in June of 2021. Chelsea, Massachusetts, that is $200 and $400 per month for 2,040 participants. It's a lot. Then we have Gary, Indiana, $500 per month for 1 year for 100 participants. That's starting in the spring of 2021. Gainesville, Florida is $1,000, then $600 per month for 11 months for 115 formerly incarcerated people. Santa Clara County, California, this is up to $1,000 per month for 2,400 and 2,500 young adults transitioning out of foster care. Then we have Marin County, California. This is $1,000 per month for 2 years. This is for 125 women of color raising at least one child under the age of 18. I guess it started this year, not giving more information on that. Then we have San Francisco, $500 per month for 12 months for 135 participants. Los Angeles, California, giving for 3 years, it's going to give $1,204 per month for 150 people. There's actually a few different programs in Los Angeles. Then another one, $1,000 per month for 1 year. This is through the Big Leap program. I guess that starts in January of 2022, so probably a few weeks away. That's going to be for 3,000 participants. Long Beach, California is $500 per month for 1 year for 500 participants. California as a whole, up to $1,000 per month. I guess this is for former foster youth and qualifying pregnant people. Then we have San Francisco, California, $500 per month for 18 months. And I think that's it. So if you stuck with me, thank you so much for your patience. I just wanted to give you all those to let you know the big roundup of what's going on with universal guaranteed income programs. Let's transition into what's going on with the Build Back Better. So we have the CBO score that came out, and according to Lindsey Graham and the analysis of the Republicans for that CBO score that came out, the Build Back Better could add $3 trillion to debt. I played you a video clip from Lindsey Graham yesterday saying how it's going to add to the debt. Meanwhile, on the other side of that, you have the Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, to lawmakers ignore the GOP pushed analysis of Biden's social spending bill. So I mentioned this yesterday. It's kind of a tug of war. We don't know who to believe with CBO scores coming out and different analysis from both the Republicans and Democrats, completely opposite perspectives, talking about the Build Back Better bill. Who do we believe? I don't know. So here is a video clip from Representative Hakeem Jeffries, who is a Democrat for the Build Back Better bill.
Yeah, it's my expectation that the Senate is going to act and get the Build Back Better Act over the finish line prior to the end of the year. Majority Leader Schumer recently reiterated that commitment. One of the reasons why it's important is because of the pending expiration of the child tax credit, which has been a lifeline for so many different American families, low-income families, working families, and middle-class families, helping to provide families in America at a time when we are seeing some inflationary pressures to pay for child care expenses or educational expenses or food or housing expenses. That's a Democratic initiative that we support, that has been important and critical, and that we are determined to make sure continues.
To follow up on that, though, is there a plan if Build Back Better doesn't get signed into law by the time that this current one expires, and could that become a political problem for you guys, given how much you've touted the expansion of this credit as one of the ways that you are doing things for, voters?
Yeah, I'll yield to Pete as well on this question. Has played an important role as an appropriator in this space. And of course, we're all thankful for the leadership of Chairwoman Rosa DeLauro. And I don't think that Chairwoman DeLauro is going to allow this tax credit to expire. And House Democrats will not allow this tax credit to expire. And I don't believe that the Senate will either. President Biden, when he came to visit us, was very clear in what he outlined in the House Build Back Better Act that had support in the Senate. And amongst the many things that he laid out, of course, the child tax credit was right at the top of the list. It's my expectation that this is going to get done and that the Build Back Better Act is going to get done.
So one of the talking points now for the Democrats of why they need to pass the Build Back Better bill right away is that the child tax credit will lapse. Let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think it's going to pass? Do you agree with the Build Back Better bill? Should there be stimulus checks in the Build Back Better bill? Let me know your thoughts on that. So let's talk about the vaccine mandates, because that's what's going on in Congress at the moment as well. So nearly 50,000 people protest Austria's vaccine mandate. So worldwide, there's protests. It seems pretty strong in Vienna, Austria as well. So you can see a big crowd of people. They're a lot more strict than the US when it comes to the vaccine mandates. In the US, it's going through Congress. There is the federal vaccine mandate, but a lot of Republicans are trying to vote against it, and actually a couple Democrats voted in the Senate to nullify the vaccine mandate federally. Here is a video clip from Republican Senator John Thune talking more about that.
I think sometimes, issues come into clear view that really illustrate the choice between big government and individual freedom. And this issue probably does that better than anything. Now, when Democrats gain power, which they have now in Washington, D.C., they have the whole of government, they have the House, the Senate, and the White House. What typically happens is they want to grow and expand government, the reach of government into people's lives. We've seen that. It's evidenced in the reckless tax and spending spree bill that they're talking about right now. It's evidenced in their attempt to take over elections in this country from states. It is this inertia that that Democrats have when they gain power to try and grow and expand government. And in this particular case, they really have gone too far. And I say that as somebody who, like some of my colleagues, is pro-vaccine. I'm vaccinated. I encourage people to get vaccinated. But I don't believe that that's something the federal government can mandate for businesses around this country. And we're going to have an opportunity on the floor of the United States to overturn this mandate and to express our support for American businesses and American workers. Because in the end, you've heard this, and I've heard it, I've seen it in my state. I've talked to constituents who are dealing with this on a daily basis. They are extremely concerned about the impact this will have on an already stretched and strapped workforce around this country. This is not something that the federal government should be interfering with when it comes to the choices made by the American people. Now, the courts have already ruled and continue to rule. They continue to overturn this mandate, but that has not deterred or stopped the Democrats from, proceeding headlong to try and impose this onerous, heavy-handed mandate on businesses and workers across this country. So every Democrat's going to get a chance to go on the record when we have this vote, and we will have Republicans and Democrats in support of the fundamental choice that is going to be before us and frankly before the American people, and that is whether you want more, bigger, intrusive, heavy-handed government in your lives, or whether you want to preserve what has distinguished and differentiated, made this country different and unique and special since its inception, and that is our belief in individual freedom.
So when I asked in a past video whether or not you agree with the vaccine mandate, I would say probably 90% of you said you disagree with the vaccine mandate, and maybe 5% said you were for the vaccine mandate. So what are your thoughts? Has anything changed since then? Vaccine mandate, yes or no? Let me know your thoughts on that. And that is all the news I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is the tip of the day. Want me to tell you the one thing that you should do? You should, when you feel bad, take a couple deep breaths in and out. And also, after that, you can realize that things are better. So, bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all of your support. So we've just been chilling over the weekend, having a lot of family time around the house, hanging out, making some snacks and all types of food. I hope you're having a great weekend as well. Also, wanted to let you know, so I have revived my Wise Vibes channel, and I'm going to be having daily content on that channel. So if you need a little pick-me-up, want a little bit of happiness throughout your day, highly recommend checking out this link up here. It's my newest Wise Vibes video out every single day. I've been working on this for probably a couple of months to try to get a lot of videos going, try to get back on schedule with that. So really want to make people happier. That's the goal of that channel. So click that if you want to check that out, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.